Thank you for your interest in the COB-MS trial. In this trial, we are looking for people with multiple sclerosis who have cognitive difficulties to take part. And in this video, we will let you know a little about the trial and why you can help us make it a success. In 2018, an occupational therapist, Michelle, met a woman with MS who had problems with cognition. Catherine, the woman with MS, kept forgetting where she left things in the house, could not remember words, and was facing the prospect of having to leave work. Michelle felt if she could help Catherine by using some easy-to-learn techniques, they would be able to delay her exit from the workplace. After developing the basic system, she taught the method to her friend, and it helped. This led Michelle to create a system which could help the over 50% of people with MS who have cognitive difficulties. Once she had the system down on paper, she did a small trial on 10 people to see if it worked for more than one person. Thankfully it did, and now the program is called COB-MS, which stands for Cognitive Occupation-Based Program for People with MS. This feasibility study we are doing now is being done using a stricter scientific system called a randomized controlled trial, or an RCT. So what is an RCT? When you try some new treatment like COB-MS, you need to see if it works for more than a small group of people. The first person that the COB-MS system was used on, Catherine, could be unique, and the system might not work for anyone else. This is why Michelle tried it with a group of 10 people. But 10 people is a small group, considering there are over 9,000 people with MS in Ireland, and over 4,500 of them could have cognitive problems. This is why, in this study, we want to recruit 120 people who have MS and subcognitive problems. We will divide this group into two, Group A and Group B. How will we decide who goes into which group? We want this to be completely random, so that each group is probably the same. Roughly the same number of men and women, approximately the same age on average, and the progress of their MS will be similar too. We will use a computer program to decide who goes into which group. It would be so tempting to deal the cards in our favour, so that's why we use a computer. No emotion. This is the randomization in RCT. We will then assess or test each group to see what they are like, to create what we call a baseline, to have some objective measures to see what each of the groups is like. We will use the technique, the COB-MS program, on one of the groups. We will then start using or trialling, this is the T in RCT, the method on one group, let's say Group A. Group B will do nothing, and for a very particular reason. We want to make sure that people don't improve their scores because of some other reason. Maybe everyone was watching a hypnotist on TV, and he used his powers to make everyone's cognition better. We don't know. So we call Group B the control group. The reason why it's called control group is it allows us to compare the tested group, Group A, against what would have happened if there was no treatment. Now you see why this is called a randomized controlled trial, or RCT. Once Group A has finished learning the technique, we will check both groups to see if their scores have improved. These tests will happen immediately after the program, 6 weeks after, and 6 months after it's complete. If Group A does better, it will show us the method works, and we will be able to do a full-scale trial of hundreds of people with MS who have cognitive problems. If the two groups score equally, or Group A does worse, we will know the system doesn't work. Once all these tests are completed, we will offer to everyone in Group B the option of learning the techniques too, just for taking part in this study. Thank you for watching this video about the COB-MS trial, and we hope you will want to be part of this research. If you have any further questions about the study, you can contact us on cobms@nuigalway.ie.